Coming up on Volusia Magazine, we get a behind-the-scenes look at Public Protection's newest initiative. Go into the kitchen for innovative meals and get training tips from a future Hall of Famer. Those stories and more coming up next. Hello and welcome to Volusia Magazine. I'm Amber Osman. Nationwide, EMS systems are strained with increased call volume. Volusia County's Public Protection has launched a new program to aptly deploy county services and resources. Kevin Captain has the details.
Volusia County's Department of Public Protection has embarked on a pioneering initiative for its Emergency Medical Services Division. The program, E911 Redirect Nurse Triage, introduces methods to better optimize resource utilization for ambulance deployment.
Well, the program was actually built to help us utilize resources in our county. We have a growing number of non-emergency calls that are utilizing our 911 system. This program is built to take care of those non-emergency issues that sometimes utilize very high resource ambulance personnel.
EMS systems nationwide are experiencing increased calls for ambulances for situations that are not true medical emergencies. These low acuity calls unnecessarily occupy ambulances while burdening emergency departments with patients needing urgent but not emergent care.
Say somebody fell and they have an abrasion on their leg. Now they need medical treatment, but they might not necessarily need to go to the emergency room by an ambulance. But they still call 911 because they don't know what to do and they know that we are here for them. So the call taker answers the call, and then she asks the specific questions and realizes that that could be a call that the nurse triage can take. And so she's going to transfer the call to us, and we will find out more information on the patient, and we will ask him very specific questions. And maybe even if he does need stitches, he still might not need an ambulance or go to the ED, because we have partnerships with our urgent care centers and our outpatient clinics that we can recommend that they go to, and they can get the treatment they need without overusing the other resources that the community has. And so that we are not tying up our emergency ambulances, because they might have to go out for a true emergency like a heart attack or a stroke. So we want to preserve those services for those people who truly need the emergencies. But we are still making sure that the citizens who call up that still need our help, we are still able to guide them to the right place at the right time using the right facilities.
EMS systems that have adopted similar and effective nurse triage programs exist in a handful of large cities in the United States and in areas throughout Canada. Volusia County officials and staff have visited some of these programs to learn best practices. As part of a comprehensive EMS service optimization, the Volusia County Council encouraged the adoption of the program to further benefit county residents.
The county council members realized that this was such an important initiative. So in Volusia County, we think of ourselves as a progressive EMS system. And by being progressive, we're looking for alternatives to better treat our citizens. And one of those is the nurse triage system. Again, it's done in very few cities around the country. So we wanted to be part of one of those top systems that looks to be a better system and that's going to better utilize the resources.
While the nurse triage program requires experienced clinicians, it is also supported by computer-aided dispatch technology that has been custom-tailored to guide clinical decision-making. Emergency medicine physicians and nurses have developed a library of protocols that are built into the dispatch software. Volusia County EMS Assistant Medical Director, Dr. Jessica Gershon, is also an integral part of this development.
I've been working with a lot of different branches of public safety and with communications, trying to create these guide cards and trying to create the protocols for the nurses to use in taking these calls and trying to redirect patients as most appropriate as possible.
The Nurse Triage program is truly a community-wide effort. Its adoption required a multidisciplinary partnership with area hospitals, urgent care clinics, and a myriad of community partners.
So we've reached out to the main urgent cares in the county and found several people that are very interested and are willing to be a part in this program, who want to help us solve some of the backlogging in the emergency departments.
Nurses working in the program must go through strict and comprehensive training sessions to become certified telecommunicators, which include all steps of the dispatch process. The program could not have been accomplished without the intense collaboration with the Volusia Sheriff's Office emergency communications staff.
All 8 of us have emergency care experience and continue to work in our local emergency rooms. We also have to know how to dispatch so that we can get the services out to those patients or those people as soon as they need it, with no delay.
And we've worked extremely well together, and we're so proud of the partnership that we have.
Quality assurance is also an important part of the program. Evaluating and follow-up on calls are woven into the everyday process.
So we're going to have a 100% review of every call that we take through the nurse triage system. It's something that we take very serious, and we want to make sure that nothing slips through the cracks.
And there's such an incredible sense of ownership our program has, because we as a team are all contributing to what's very best for the citizens of Volusia County. And if it's appropriate, our goal is to send the right patient to the right facility at the right time, using the right transportation. That's what's best for the community.
The Volusia County Council meets on the second floor of the Thomas C. Kelly Administration Center, located at 123 West Indiana Avenue in DeLand. Public participation begins at 9:30 a.m. and the meeting agenda starts at 10 a.m. A live video stream is available at volusia.org/audio, and agendas are posted at volusia.org/agenda. Future meeting dates are available online at volusia.org.
One of our family members, Sharon Gamble, who regularly contributes to Solutions for Your Life, is retiring after 36 years at the Volusia County Agricultural Center. You may not know who she is, but Sharon is widely known and has been bringing us stories for many years. Today, we take a look back and honor her service to Volusia County.
Hey, how's it going, short timer?
It's going really well. It's kind of scary, actually, but it's going well. 36 years in 1 month, but not that I'm really counting. It's been a very good job. It's been a great life, and one of the neatest things was the people, the clients that became my friends, and we all grew up as young adults together. It's hard to say what the best part of the job has been, but maybe the interaction with all the kids is one of the most rewarding things that I can say to my career here. Well, I've had the opportunity to meet people all over the county, and I forget sometimes that other people that I work with and I come into contact with really don't know people all across the county like I do, and that's been pretty special.
It's going to take 2 or 3 people to answer all the phone calls that come in for the various things that she's always handled.
And just knowing that many people is rewarding in itself. And, you know, I can just pick the phone up and call people and say I need something, and things generally happen.
I have achieved a lifelong friend, watched you go through not only work, but marriage and children and all the things that came with it.
And I walked in the door the first day looking around going, oh my gosh, this is going to be my home for the next couple of years. My plan was to come for 2 years minimum, 3 years max. I was out of here and going to move off into industry. And then I met my clientele, and I really liked them so well that I thought, why would I want to leave such wonderful people that I work with in a great office environment?
And Sharon, thank you for introducing me on how to hold chickens and how to find out whether a chicken is going to lay a brown egg or a white egg. I never knew that before I worked with you.
How do you want to be remembered?
Wow. For my can-do personality, you know, I want to be remembered for my can-do personality, to be able to look forward, see what trends are happening and what's coming down the road, and to have the insight to see it and put it into motion to make things happen so that we can meet those trends and interests in our own community.
It's been a great pleasure to work with you for the last 5 years, and it really should be noted that you have been a groundbreaker for women in agriculture across your career.
Who comes behind me, that will be Bradley Burbaugh. He grew up here. I remembered watching him show in the Volusia County Fair. Very talented young man. He will bring a lot of young enthusiasm to the table that, you know, I'm a little older and getting a little tired, so I'm looking forward to his new innovative thinking and what he can do that my old bones just aren't there for anymore.
Sharon is a legend in our community, and I knew her when I graduated from New Smyrna Beach High School in 1997 as a person in our community that knew everything about agriculture and livestock, and I think that still holds true to today, where our cattlemen's recently recognized her, and the president of the Cattlemen's Association said, if you need to know anything, you need to call Sharon, because if she doesn't know the answer, she can find it for you.
I've been working on cleaning this office out for a while, because after 36 years you do accumulate quite a few things. This was originally the County Extension Director's office when I came here, and I've moved offices around the building several times through my career. I never thought that one day I'd be sitting here behind the desk as the County Extension Director. But it's been fun and it's been a good ride, but it's time to clean things out. This was the Merck Veterinary Manual, which was a godsend to many agent and veterinarian alike for many years. This is your reference you went to when you had odd symptoms with animals, and I'm leaving that. So I've got quite a array of things left. I've left some things in the file cabinets for whoever happens to come behind me. I've seen young agents come in and they dump the file cabinets. They said all that information's old, but there's something to be said for information that might be old.
Sharon has been a tremendous help to me. She has been a leader, and she's provided plenty of words of wisdom on, you know, how we should approach our F&P program going forward. I'm going to miss her and all of her expertise and knowledge. She's been a true leader for our program, and I'm really sad to see her go, but excited for what the future brings. So best of luck to you, Sharon.
What are your hopes for the person who's going to take your position here and continue the legacy of Sharon Gamble Fox?
Well, it's Sharon Fox Gamble, but you just did what everybody does in my community.
Is that, so they reverse your name?
They do that just to razz my husband, but yes, the ag community will call me Sharon Gamble Fox, and sometimes they call my husband Mr. Fox. He takes it all in stride. You know, really my legacy, it's really that I came and I learned and I integrated myself into the community, what was going on here, and the fact that I had a lot of impact on people's lives in a positive way.
Sharon Fox Gamble, a true champion for the agricultural community and Volusia County. You will be missed, and we wish you nothing but the best for your next adventure.
They said I couldn't dream. Called me a piece of trash and swore that's all I'd ever be. Said a bottle couldn't see the ocean. Give up. Go back to the dumpster. But I didn't listen. I made my way. And now, I am what I've always wanted to be.
People love their food, especially really great tasting food. But what makes a good meal? For most, it involves meat, but the times they are a-changing. Chefs from Spectra and the Humane Society of the United States assembled at the Ocean Center to create some great dishes, minus the meat. Brian Vandal snuck into the kitchen to witness the collaboration.
One of the reasons sustainability is very important, and I don't think people actually realize it, is the population growth that is anticipated and is going to happen. There's no way it's not going to happen. We can't continue down the same food production lines and still feed everyone. So we have to come up with other alternative methods because of the actual land area and resources it takes to produce or to raise livestock. We have to come up with plant options that are going to be ways to produce and feed the people in the future.
Consider the impact of livestock farming. 30% of the Earth's surface is used for animal grazing and feed crops, and nearly 75% of global food production goes to the feeding of farm animals. And the impact doesn't end there. Nearly half of the water supply in the United States goes to the raising of livestock. For every 1 pound of meat produced, it takes 2,400 gallons of water, while a pound of wheat requires 25 gallons of water. These numbers, along with changing attitudes towards animal-sourced proteins, have led restaurants and caterers to rethink their offerings. Spectra chefs from across North America gathered in Daytona Beach, together with the Humane Society of the United States, collaborated on plant-based meals to bring back to their hometown kitchens.
It's been really cool to work with Spectra because their chefs are really so innovative. They want to be on the leading edge. They want to create award-winning dishes. They want to learn new techniques on how to create these delicious foods.
Oh my gosh, the passion and creativity in this room right now is blowing my mind. It's really just amazing to see them embrace these plant-based foods to really offer such creative dishes to their staff and to their guests.
This is our way of elevating that, bringing these minds and talents together between different companies and different people to just really raise the bar on that.
I definitely appreciate the company for investing this type of time into us. You know, it helps everyone in the long run. It's been great so far. I've met a lot of great chefs. It's also good to see what ideas they have and what ideas I can use from them. I look forward to going back and trying some things out.
What we've learned over time is that it's not the vegans, it's not the vegetarians looking for those plant-based options alone. There's folks that are looking to reduce their meat consumption. There's people who just want a healthier, hearty, delicious option. So by giving them choices that bring them that same comfort they would feel as if they were eating a meat-based dish.
We like to just create food that's really delicious that happens to be plant-based. So that can include some of the meat alternatives such as Impossible or the Awesome Burger, as well as some plant-based cheeses that we have. So we've been working with a lot of those products to really familiarize the chefs, so it kind of takes the fear out of learning how to cook plant-based. So the chefs here today at Spectra have been working with a lot of these products and really kind of incorporating them to make indulgent dishes such as the chili nacho cheese fries, right? Making the nacho cheese from potatoes and carrots, which totally blows people's minds, and they can't even begin to tell the difference that it's really not a dairy cheese. For me, I love the fact that that cheese happens to be virtually allergen-free, right? There's no soy, there's no nuts in it, which are typical of some plant-based cheeses that you might find at a retail location or a grocery store. However, this is potatoes and carrots with some nutritional yeast, which is so cool.
We encourage food service providers to make their plant-based options really beautiful and delicious.
So we're not looking just to create vegan items, we're looking to create items that are attractive. You're gonna order them off the menu because you want them, and they just happen to be plant-based and plant-strong.
I love just telling people that we just make good food, right? As chefs, I feel like we have a duty to be able to be a part of the solution when it comes to sustainability issues or concerns. So really being able to be a part of the solution by creating food that not only tastes good, but that's good for you and good for the environment is like a win-win for everyone. It just happens to be plant-based.
One thing that's really important for food service operators to remember, or anybody creating really delicious plant-based foods, is that if you give those ingredients the same time and attention that you would give your animal-based products, you're going to get a delicious result in the end.
And time well spent in the kitchens, creating a great experience for all.
Because we want to make sure that everyone, like I said again, it's dining together. Everyone wants to be included, regardless of your dietary needs or challenges. We want to be able to suit that and fit that and exceed any expectation you have. And that's what this is really helping us do.
Hi, I'm Josh Wagner.
And I'm Billy Wheeler. During the planning stages of the Tomstead Veteran Memorial Bridge, people voiced their desire to have a Veterans Memorial Plaza on the northwest side of the bridge.
The Veterans Memorial Plaza will create a special place in our community for people to reflect and connect with our fallen heroes.
The proposed concept for the new Veterans Memorial Plaza is estimated to be a $1.2 million endeavor.
Your donation will help us create a special place in our community in which we can honor Volusia County veterans from all military branches and military conflicts. To help fund our Veterans Memorial Plaza, visit veteransmemorialbridge.com or call Volusia County Accounting at 386-736-5933.
We appreciate your support to create this lasting memorial for those who have served and continue to serve our country.
When NBA star and future Hall of Famer Vince Carter played his first game of the 2019 season with the Atlanta Hawks, he made history in his record 22nd season in the NBA. In January of 2020, he achieved another historic milestone by becoming the first to ever play in 4 different decades. He credits his longevity in the league with working daily on his physical and mental fitness. Recently, he shared with Dr. Holly Smith a few tips for people in middle age to help them reach their goals, whatever they may be.
It's been nearly 2 decades since Vince Carter won the NBA Slam Dunk title. Back then, he was in his early 20s, really just getting started in his chosen career. He had swagger, he had youth, he had hair, and look at those sideburns. Well, he's now 42, what some would consider over the hill, maybe even way over the hill for a professional athlete, yet this guy is still playing basketball. Even though the Vinsanity of 20 years ago has matured, Carter is still inspiring kids and their parents on and off the court.
He's like the wise old dude, you know, so everybody kind of has that mutual respect.
We've had several conversations with Vince over the years as he progressed through his NBA career. Now older and much wiser, Vince wants to inspire those of us who are 40 plus. Here is Vince's 2 cents to help you and me stay at the top of our game at work and at home.
When you're dealing with organizations as you hit the 40 plus number, people respect what you've done, but when it comes down to crunch time or the reality of it, sometimes like, well, we don't know if he can actually do it, you know. So I enjoy the challenge of it. Yes, I'm the older kid, I'm the oldest guy on the block, but I work just as hard, and I still believe that I can compete, or I deserve to be here. Learning how to prepare for whatever their lifelong dream job is, and just developing the work ethic. I'm working their butt off to be whatever it is at the top of that of the class of that profession, and that's what I want them to know, and being willing to adapt, not being afraid to step out on a limb when you're not in your comfort zone with people that you know. Believe it or not, there's guys, in my first couple of years, I was still eating it, and I was just blessed with to do so, you burn it off, and as you get older, it tends to stick a little longer, and it doesn't go away as fast, and what you're doing is now compounding. You make time for what you want to do. And, so if you say you're tired and you can't get up in the morning early before work, and after it's like, oh, I'm tired, but yet you'll stop and meet your friends for a quick drink. You made time for that. Because if you said you were tired, you'd go home and lay down. So it's just the willingness and training your mind to do so, because I always tell a guy, if you try it for a week, trial periods. That's what all it is. Maybe 2 weeks. 1 week, and sometimes you can break the mold, sometimes you can't. But I always say you have to try things. You have to be willing to try it. Just give it a shot and see how that feels, because I feel like we at 40 plus, you feel better in life when you kind of just get an exercise in. We as 40 plus year olds, it's tougher. We feel like our body doesn't respond as fast, and you feel like it's always an uphill climb. You don't see results. So sometimes we say, what's the use? Well, it's small doses. It's like little things. Go for a walk. As soon as you get home, make it a routine. As soon as I get home, I put my stuff down and I'm gonna go for a quick walk around the neighborhood. Once you get used to that, your body feels better. You want to do more, and you want to do more.
For the Florida Department of Health right here in Volusia County, I'm Dr. Holly Smith.
Stay connected with the latest Volusia County news, events, and updates on our social media channels. Like and follow us on Facebook and Twitter. Catch up with previous stories on YouTube, or just head over to our website, volusia.org. Well, that wraps up this edition of Volusia Magazine. Thank you for spending part of your day with us. If you have any questions about the show, you can feel free to give us a call at any of the numbers you see listed here. Or you can log on to volusia.org and click on the News tab at the top of the screen to find us. And we hope you won't forget to listen to Volusia Today. That's Volusia County Government's weekly public radio broadcast. Volusia Today airs every Tuesday, Wednesday, and Sunday mornings on the local radio stations you see on your screen. For Volusia Magazine, I'm Amber Osmond, and I hope you have a wonderful evening.